Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Family Guy It's a Trap Blu-ray Triple Play box set, which this of course is the final in the Family Guy Star Wars trilogy. It parodies the final in the original Star Wars trilogy, Return of the Jedi, and despite the fact that Empire is my personal favourite from the originals, this was definitely the superior one as far as the Family Guy parodies were concerned, so I really did enjoy watching this. The comedy is a lot more edgier, the writing is absolutely fantastic, even though, for whatever reason, in the opening credits, Family Guy actually mock themselves, saying that their writing in this episode is lazier than the other two, which I definitely disagree on. So as per usual with these figure edition box set, it does come with a few limited edition items. We have a really cool t-shirt, a full script of the episode featuring every single piece of dialogue, and of course we do have some collector cards included as well. So let's take a look at the front cover. Of course we have Peter Griffin dressed as Han Solo. The box set is rated 15, and on the bottom it gives the running time and other specs such as region codes for the Blu-ray and the DVD. So the running time for the extended episode is 54 minutes. It is only the one extended episode, of course, likewise with the other two Family Guy Star Wars parodies. For special features, we have audio commentaries featuring Seth MacFarlane and a couple of the other staff writers and other people that work on Family Guy. Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, The Ultimate Championship, drawing with Peter Sin, sock puppet outtakes, which is probably one of the funnier jokes on this, where a little sock puppet is actually featured in Jabba's palace at the beginning of the episode. Some animatics, the making the scene, a very special message from Darth Stewie, and for some obscure reason they've actually listed the fact that this is a triple play edition as one of the special features, which is just very odd. As I said before, the box set is rated 15, contains strong language, moderate sex references, and violence. Okay, so opening up the It's a Trap box set, within we have the exact same artwork as pictured on the front cover, only this is embossed. We flip this around, and on the back we have the very iconic image of 3PO and R2 walking through the desert, or Cleveland Quagmire if you do prefer. Open this up a little bit more, and we have the image which is actually on the t-shirt, which looks absolutely fantastic. I would love that as a poster print. And then we have Carter, who plays Emperor Palpatine, electrocuting poor Chris, who portrays Luke throughout the Family Guy Star Wars trilogy. Open this up a little bit more, and we have the two discs, which, hang on, the script is just sliding out. We have the two discs, the Blu-ray and the DVD digital copy one, which have the exact same artwork of Luke and Leia on the front. And everything's just slid out, unfortunately, but I'll quickly move these to one side. The rest of the contents is held loosely in this little piece where the t-shirt would have been kept, but of course I have taken the t-shirt out, and the rest of the stuff is just the collector cards, really. So let's take a look at the extras. First of all, my personal favourite thing from the extras is the script, which of course it has a little fake signature from Seth MacFarlane on the front, and I really do quite like these. They've got some really nice little pieces of artwork within, some sketches and such. Of course there's Luke and R2, Yoda unfortunately passing away, so yeah, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. That was definitely one of my favourite parts about this film. Klaus being Admiral Akbar, that was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I mean, the scripts are always good. I've got about 3 or 4 of these from the different box sets that they've made, such as the t-shirt ones, and I really do quite like them, so I hope they continue to make them in the future. I think you do require the digital copy disc to actually use this, but if you do not, then by all means you can use that code absolutely free. I've never used it before. And then the t-shirt was actually pieced together within these 2 little pieces of card, which I just kept for the sake of it, really, but that's the design on the t-shirt, as I said before. And that's pretty much it for the extras, apart from the collector cards, which I shall quickly run through. I'm not going to read out the quotes, but I think there's only 9 of these anyway. So this was from the beginning of the episode, where Roger actually made an appearance. We have poor Meg portraying the Sarlacc pit, which she never really got a proper role in this film anyway. There's Vader and Luke, Chew Bryan, which was always a good little appearance anyway throughout the episodes. The ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Herbert, which was a really appropriate character to play Obi-Wan. We have multiple versions of Tim the Bear from the Cleveland Show, who played the Ewoks. Luke and Leia, Chew Bryan once again, and then from the final sequence where Luke stands up to the Emperor, which was probably my favourite part about this. So that's pretty much the collector cards. The rest of the box set is pretty bland. As you can see, we have a little shaft where Palpatine gets thrown down at the end. 2 little random little sort of stamp-sized images of Tim the Bear as the Ewok, and then Joe as Jabba the Hutt. And that's pretty much the box set. For the episode itself, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Some really great jokes, such as the Rancor being played by Rush Limbaugh. One disappointment was the ending and how we actually didn't get to see a face reveal of Darth Stewie, which I guess doesn't necessarily matter since the alternative was absolutely hilarious, but that was definitely the one thing I was looking forward to when I originally watched this episode. So overall, I really enjoyed this. Is absolutely incredible and much better than the Robot Chicken parodies, which of course that's an ongoing joke within the Family Guy trilogy of Star Wars films as well. So definitely enjoyed this. I'll quickly compare this box set to the DVD versions of Something Darkside and Blue Harvest. So for a quick comparison, here are all three of the Family Guy Star Wars box sets together, which of course they do look quite odd considering the It's a Trap one is the only one released on Blu-ray. But this one is definitely the one that you should get. It's definitely got the best extras and is well packaged in comparison to the other two. The packaging within Blue Harvest is very flimsy and doesn't really contain the extra stuff that it comes with, which is unfortunate. And for Something Darkside, doesn't really come with any extras aside from the collector cards and a crappy little booklet. And don't even get me started on the t-shirt, because that must have been packaged with a suction thing when packaged within the plastic, and it was creased to death. It is completely unwearable, and the little design of, I think it was the chicken dress as Boba Fett on the front of the t-shirt was just ripped and torn and creased and just absolutely dreadful. So definitely grab It's a Trap on the thicker edition box set if you're a huge fan of Family Guy. I would highly recommend it, and I shall review It's a Trap and Something Darkside perhaps in the near future. So let's take a look at the t-shirt and the collector cards once again. Okay, so here's the Family Guy It's a Trap t-shirt, which I've already shown this design, of course, since it was pictured on the actual box set itself. But it's a really nice design. The print quality is absolutely fantastic, and I do believe the shirt is cotton as well, so that's always good. And the size is, I think, large, like always, since pretty much every single box set that comes with a t-shirt is a size large t-shirt. So unfortunately, if you are not a size large, you will not be able to wear these. But they are quite nice collectibles, if anyone out there does really collect sort of Family Guy merchandise. And moving on to the collector cards, I didn't really mention this before, but if you flip all the cards over in a unique sequence, you can actually make a nice little image from the very end of the film, which of course just looks absolutely fantastic, really. So that's the collector cards. So thanks for watching my review of the Family Guy It's a Trap Blu-ray box set. If you enjoyed this review, then be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know what you think of this Family Guy special in the comments. What order would you rank the 3 Star Wars parodies from Family Guy? And subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.